How's it going, guys? My name is TJP and welcome back to another Madden NFL 23 franchise rebuilding challenge. So in today's challenge, we're going to be doing the Baltimore Ravens, our next AFC team. So if you're enjoying the content, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and let me know down in the comments below some more videos. Got our social down in the description, playlist down below for other Madden NFL 23 franchise rebuilding content, and check out my channel if you like content be TJP. Injuries will be on, 3 season winner Super Bowl. Just here to have fun. You're not meant to be realistic. And yes, I do sound weird because I got my aligners in. So if I sound a little strange, apologize for that. But it is what it is. It shouldn't be too bad. So I guess with that being said, it's on to the gameplay. It's locked and loaded into the game. So let's take a look at the roster, see some of the players we got on the squad. So we got Mark Andrews. He's going to be our tight end. We got Marlon Humphrey, Justin Tucker. We got Ronnie Stanley, Michael Pierce, Calais Campbell. Lamar Jackson is our QB. We got Marcus Peters, Marcus Williams, Kevin Zeitler, Patrick Ricard, J.K. Dobbins, Kyle Fuller, Chuck Clark, Justin Houston, Nick Boyle, Gus Edwards, Adafe Owe, Tyrese Bowser, Rashad Bateman, Justin Medvedev, Jefferson II, got Mike Davis, Kyle Hamilton, Patrick Queen, who I guess is injured right now currently, got Morgan Moses, Josh Bynes. I mean, you guys can see there's some talent on this squad. I mean, this team went 8-9 last season, but I think this team could be pretty good in this upcoming season that we're about to simulate here. So, a couple things we need to look at, maybe improving the team. We do have a spot available. Maybe we'll just pick up somebody for the season. Do need a left guard. Our left guard's a bit thin. Could pick up Eric Flowers for the season. That would work. Maybe a Quentin Spain. But I'm going to probably end up going with Eric Flowers. Unless we want to get a left guard. Maybe a D Ford. Could go with him, but yeah, let's go with Eric Flowers, and maybe we could try to trade for a left end. 3 5th-round picks to the Eagles for Josh Sweat, so he's going to be our left end for this upcoming season. So pretty decent trade there. That's the only move we're going to make. I'll see you guys in mid-season, and we'll see how the Ravens end up doing. Mid-season is upon us, and we're currently sitting at 4-3, which isn't too bad. 5-2 Bengals are a little bit better than us. Then we got the Steelers 3-4, 2-5 for the the Browns. So yeah, I mean we're 4-3, which is pretty good. Not amazing, but you know, could be better than the Jaguars, who are 0-7, but still. We look pretty decent. We have the best rush in the league. That makes sense. We don't pass a lot, which makes sense. Our defense is kind of eh. Okay, alright, let's take a look at the stats and see what we got going on here. So, Lamar Jackson, kind of having a bit of a down season in terms of passing, but not really, I guess it's not his forte. I mean, he can pass a little bit, but I mean, 5 interceptions, 10 TDs, 2-1, okay. 94.5 passer rating. It's but I mean his rushing is obviously really good. So yeah, he's gonna run the ball. Like he's good at that. That's something he's very good at. So 4 TDs. So that's good there. Like that's why you have him as well. He's probably the best, one of the best, if not the best quarterback that can actually rush, scramble. Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins also doing pretty solid. As well as Tyler Batty. I didn't even see it. I didn't see Tyler there. Okay. Alright, fair play to him. We got James, my leading receiver, Devin Vernay, Rashad Bateman. Alright. Obviously our receivers are going to have too many yards since we don't really pass the ball that much. Our blocking's been really good though, which is good to see. Our defense, Patrick Queen's my leading tackler with 45. They got Chuck Clark with 37, 34 for Fuller. In terms of sacks, we got Campbell with 4, 3.5 for Houston, 3.5 for Pierce, and Sweat, 3.5. Okay, in terms of interceptions, just 2 from Humphrey. All right. Obviously, superstar Justin Tucker hasn't missed a field goal or an extra point. Then we got Jordan Stout as well with the punting, and then the kick return, punt return, all that fun stuff. So we might need, I mean, offensively, in terms of total offensive yards, we're 14th, which is not too bad. Obviously, we're near the bottom in terms of passing yards. I don't see our name. There we are. And we have the best rush in the league. Which makes sense. So, Defensively, we need to work on that a little bit, I feel like. We are near the bottom, which is a little strange. I don't know if I want to make a trade for another defensive player now or wait till the draft. But I'll see what's out there. If not, we'll just probably wait for the draft. I'm not making any moves, but we did end up going 10-7 to finish off the season. Tied with the Bengals in the AFC. So we are taking on the Broncos in the wild card. They went 11-6. As you guys can see, we're over here. So we had a pretty solid season, which isn't too bad. Nice second half of the year. I mean, obviously Denver looked like they had a really good team. Their team might be a little bit better than us, but we look good. We look good. So defense looked like it stepped it up a bit. We had the worst passing in the league, but we had the best rush in terms of yards. So, okay. It makes sense, right? I mean, obviously, we're just going to have a lot of guys who can run. Yeah. Lamar Jackson, just not known for passing. Really, he's not going to pass the ball a lot, but that's okay. 28 TDs, 14 interceptions. 98.3 passer rating is okay. It's not amazing, but, you know, he doesn't throw the ball as much as the traditional quarterback, but almost 1,100 rush yards is kind of insane. Let's be real here. That's pretty insane. So, plus 8 TDs as well. Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins, and then Ty. I mean, like, it's kind of a joke. Like, this team could really run the ball. Honestly, I would love to get another running back that's just, like, really good and just say screw it. But I don't think I'm going to do that. We'll see. Duvernay was my leading receiver. Then we got Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews, Talon Wallace. Pretty solid. Big James. All right, not too bad. Blocking was good. Juwan James led up the most sacks, but he played the most downs, obviously. In terms of our attack, we did a lot of tackles. Kyle Hamilton, Clark, Peters, Fuller. Okay. Campbell was my leading sacker with 8, 6.5 for Pierce, 6 for Houston, 5 for Owen Sweat. So that was a pretty solid signing. We had 6 interceptions. Team Williams Humphrey led with 2, and then Clark and Fuller with 1. Justin Tucker only missed 1 field goal. And Jordan Stout, and then Perosh second. And then obviously back to Lamar. So 19th offense in terms of yards. Obviously, you guys saw we had the best rush with the worst passing by a fair margin, and the best rush by a fair margin. So, give it a take. So, decent there. Our defense kind of stepped it up though in the second half, which is good. We had a nice defensive season for us. So let's take a look at the awards. I'm kind of curious to see who won MVP. Josh Allen was the MVP. Makes sense. And then Brandon Staley was the coach of the year for the Chargers. So, we are taking on, as you guys can see, the Broncos. Can we beat them? Well, let's find out. This should be fun. I'm excited. Well, I didn't hope for the best. Well, I actually did hope for the best, but I didn't get the best. We got 24-17 loss, which is fine. So we made playoffs, first season, wild card. Improvement on the past season, 8-9, 10-7. So let's see if we can build on that. So I will see you guys at the offseason. See you in the Super Bowl, look at the awards, and then go from there. 7, Wait. The Buccaneers beat the Jaguars. Weren't the Jaguars 0-7? Leonard Fournette was the MVP. Yeah, wait. They were 0-7, weren't they? Christian Watson, Rookie of the Year. Arnold Ebiketie from the Falcons. You guys see the rest of the awards. I'm pretty sure they were 0-7. Where did they end up going then? Wait. What? No. What? No, I don't want to be in the snapshots. Wait. I didn't see what the standings were. No. Stop, game. Why is the game thinking I'm doing that? No. Thank you. Okay. Wait. Where did they end up going? The Jaguars. 8-9. So you mean to tell me that the Jaguars went 8-2 in the second half of the season and ended up just making the playoffs and got all the way to the Super Bowl? That makes sense. Okay, well, whatever. It is what it is. Let's go on to the offseason. Resign Lamar. Marcus Peters, got to resign him. Fuller, maybe. And then a few of these other guys here. Eric Flowers, potentially keep him around. But obviously the main guy is Lamar. He's going to want a ton of money. So he's going to take up a lot of my cap. And then all these other guys. So let's see who we can end up re-signing. And then go into free agency. Hopefully with a decent amount of money. So I re-signed most of the guys I wanted. I don't really want any of these guys. So we're just going to go into free agency with $24 million. Which isn't too much. But we can maybe make some decent roster signings here with our guys. So, yeah, that's not terrible cap space. Plus, we have the draft still of our first round pick. So, maybe we make a trade with it. But I'm kind of liking our position. So, let's see if we can get in free agency. And then we'll go to the draft. And, yeah, see you guys once I'm there. Just a recap, we didn't have too many signings. But we did pick up Julio Jones. Kind of want another wide receiver. Got Jack Conklin, so he'll boost up the line a little bit with right tackle. Got Anthony Walker Jr., mid linebacker, and then we got Marcus Golden. Fits the scheme as a left outside linebacker. So, small signings, nothing too impressive. We do have a little bit of cap room, and obviously we have the draft, so I'm trying to make some moves here at the draft, try to draft a couple people, and then maybe make a trade for a player. We'll see to start the second season after we show you guys the roster, but let's advance to the draft, see who I draft my first round pick, and then I'll show you guys the rest of the draft things that we make. It doesn't fit the scheme, but I do need a cornerback, so I'm going to go with Eli Ricks out of Alabama. Got some decent ratings. I mean, it says he's a top fit with us, so I don't know why, but whatever. We're going to go with him either way. So, Eli Ricks. He's got some good athletic ratings. I mean, his strength's a little bit thin, but welcome to squad. I mean, I think that's a pretty solid guy to have to help out our defense, especially our cornerback spots. I'm still a little thin there, so hopefully that'll improve our defense in terms of against passing. So yeah, he's our pick. Let me see what the rest of the draft see else we add to the squad. Just gonna give you a quick little draft recap of who we ended up picking up in the draft. So obviously, you guys saw me draft Eli Ricks. We also ended up getting Eric Gilbert out of Georgia, Layden Robinson, Jason Lashley, Tommy Gordon. Not a bad draft. We'll take it. It's pretty solid. So yeah, let's see how this team's going to be looking going into our second season. Alright, so starting off the second season, this is the squad we have. I definitely think we improved a little bit. So I'm excited. Let's see if the game will load. It will. Still got Mark Andrews. Got Marlon Humphrey. We got Lamar Jackson, who's up to 92 now. Ryan Stanley. Justin Tucker, superstar kicker. Michael Pierce. Marcus Williams. Marcus Peters. We got Kev. J.K., Josh Sweat, Jack Conklin, Patrick Ricard, Julio Jones, Davi Owe, Chuck Clark, Gus Edwards, Kyle Fuller, Kyle Hamilton, Bateman, Walker Jr., Eric Flowers still, got Ty Limbaum, Nick Boyle, Bowza, Patrick Queen. Yeah, this team's looking good, man. Like, we're supposed to be pretty solid, I think. I think this team could be pretty good again. Will the game think so? I don't know. But let's take a look how we can improve the team. Cause I'm sure maybe there's a signing or two we can make. But let's take a look here. So, improved team. What do we got? What do we need? Honestly, we're pretty set on every position, it looks like. I mean, do I want to get a superstar punter? Blake Gilligan instead of Jordan Stout. We have a little bit of cap space, so we could make a trade, or we could see what's out in free agency, because I'm kind of curious to see who some of the top free agents are, because maybe we just sign like a top free agent. That'd be kind of funny if I did that. Who is out there, actually? Melvin Gordon. Do I really need him? Not really. Chris Harris Jr. Do I really need him? Not really. There's really nobody here that I'm like, yeah, wow, I need these guys, right? I mean, I guess if I can make a trade, I would do so. I could look for that and maybe try to improve the team that way. Try to get like a stud on defense. But yeah, let's see. I'll see if there's a trade I can make now. If not, I'm going to keep the team the way it is and maybe go into the midseason. A first, second, third round pick to the Cowboys for CeeDee Lamb and Williams. So we get a really good wide receiver, fits the scheme. We also get we also get Williams, who could kind of fit the scheme as a right end, but he's just going to be a backup. So yeah, I mean, kind of just a throw-in player there. But yeah, CeeDee Lamb that's a pretty solid pickup right there for us. So, again, we don't really throw the ball that much, but if we do, he's a target. So that's fantastic. It definitely improves the offense and is another weapon. So let's simulate to the midseason. I'll see you guys from there. Currently sitting at 5-1, which is pretty solid. As you can see, we have really good rankings in lots of things right here. The only thing that we don't have a good ranking in is our offensive passing yards per game, which is the worst in the league. But again, when you have the best rush in the league, and look at the Colts, they have the second best. They're basically top 3 in every ranking except for that, which is insane. They're 6-0. They have a really good team. But 5-1 is solid. And they're the only undefeated team left, the Colts. I thought about trading for Jonathan Taylor. I tried to get him, but couldn't get him. But that's fine. Honestly, I'm happy with the squad. I think this team is good. Let's take a look at it, though. Let's see the stats. So as you guys can see right here, we got Lamar Jackson. Obviously, just not very good at passing the ball. He's not passing a lot, rather, I should really say. 69% pass completion percentage. That's nice. Good passer rating, though. And he's thrown 12 TDs. Has 3 interceptions. So that's pretty cool. Let me just hold on 1 second, guys. About that, I had to check something there. Okay, so as you guys see, J.K. Dobbins, 513. Second leading rusher on the squad is Lamar Jackson. What a surprise, right? Then Gus Edwards and Tyler Batty. So obviously our rush is pretty insane. I mean, even Julio Jones has a few attempts. So does Bateman. In terms of receiving, Jones, my leading receiver. Then Andrews, CeeDee Lamb. Then we've got Rashad Bateman. Okay, obviously not going to have a lot of reception yards. We don't pass the ball that much, so it makes kind of a lot of sense there. Blocking's been stellar. In terms of our defense, 43 tackles for Queen, 40 for Walker Jr., and everyone else down here. We got 3.5 sacks for Justin Madubuike. Dafe Owe with 3. 2.5 for Josh Sweat. Patrick Queen with 2, 1.5 for Walker Jr., 1 for Pierce and Marcus Golden. 3 interceptions between Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters, and Kyle Hamilton. Justin Tucker, superstar kicker, has missed 1 extra point and 1 field goal so far, punting, kick return, and punt return. Alright. So obviously this team is 29th in offensive yards total. And that's because our passing is like so bad. Like, astronomically bad. Our rush, though, is good. But our passing is just so astronomically bad, which is why our total yards is really low. Our defense, though, is top 3 in terms of total yards, which is insane. So we are really good at defending. Second best defense against the rush, which is awesome. Can you feel the rush? And then we're in the top 10. I think we're like 6th or 7th in terms of our passing, and then we're total points allowed, or at least the points allowed. So our defense has been stellar. This team is good, man. This team is good. But is it good enough to win in the second half of the season? Well, let's simulate and find out. Let's see how this team's going to do. I'll see you guys once I am at the end of the year, because I'm not going to make any moves. We're going to keep this squad the way it is. Alright, guys. So we ended up going 13-4, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, our team is really good in pretty much every rank except for our passing, which was by far the worst, but we had the best rush and the best defense against rush, which is awesome. 10-7. Chiefs are 15-2, the Buccaneers 15-2, Colts 14-3. We were 13-4. So unfortunately, not good enough to bypass and get a bye, but it's all good. Hey, we still have a solid team. Just can't complain about that. And yeah. 13-4. Hopefully beat the Titans. Hopefully. We are the 3 seed. Got the Commanders and the Eagles, I think that was, in the bottom right corner. If I saw correctly. But it doesn't really matter too much. What matters is how the stats are looking. So, you know, again, Lamar Jackson just doesn't have a lot of passing yards. But 30 TDs, 10 interceptions is good. 70% completion percentage is nice. And a 115.4 passer rating, that's great. So we'll take it. We'll take it from him. With J.K. Dobbins with 1,330 rush, 12 TDs, and Lamar Jackson over 1,000 rush as well, yards with 10 TDs, which is absolutely ridiculous. Gus Edwards And then Tyler Batty. Okay, man. Like we just run, man. This team just runs. If we could do that, we could maybe win. Rashad Bateman, my leading receiver, then Julio Jones, Mark Andrews, CeeDee Lamb. Not too bad. I mean, again, on a team where we're really focused on running, kind of makes sense. And obviously, with that, we're gonna have, hopefully good blocking, and it's pretty good. So we may even get better. We'll see. Patrick King led my team in tackles, and Walker Jr. and Humphrey. So that's pretty solid to see. 8 sacks from Madafe. Anthony Walker Jr. 4.5 for him. Justin had 4.5. 4 for Sweat. We had 3 interceptions from Marlon Humphrey, superstar cornerback, and then a 1 for a bunch of these guys down here kicking. Justin Tucker, a little bit interesting, 12-15 this time, and 61-63 from extra points. Okay, and then kicking, punt return, all that fun stuff. All right, offensively, 16th in the league total yards, worst passing, best rush. Makes sense, right? That's why we're 16th. Defensively, second best in terms of total yards allowed. Defended very well. Third in terms of total points allowed. Had the best defense against rush. And our passing defense as well was near the top. So, we were a good defensive team. Good squad. Hopefully we can beat the Titans. It's only one game. Got to beat them. Advance to the next round, Divisional. Kyler Murray won the MVP? Is that what I just saw? Yeah. Interesting. Interesting indeed. And Tom Brady's on the Eagles. See, you learn something new every day. Alright. Can we beat the Titans? Let's find out now. I hope that we can. And this team lost. Choked in the playoffs. Choked in the playoffs. We lost by a touchdown. 20-21. Okay. We got one more season, but come on now, guys. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Got one more season, but come on, guys. We honestly need to buy a division. We need to have the best record in the league somehow next season. That's what we really need. All right, I'll see you guys in the offseason, the Super Bowl, see who wins, check out the awards, and then go from there. And the Commanders won the Super Bowl over the Chiefs. Interesting. Chase Young, Super Bowl MVP. All right. There you guys' awards here. Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. Aaron Donald from the Rams. Okay. I wanted Jonathan Taylor. If I would have got him, who knows? Bryce Young, Seahawks. It means they're going to win the Super Bowl next year. Nolan Smith from the Texans, outside linebacker. All right. Got one more season. Will we be able to muster it together and win a Super Bowl or make a deep run in the playoffs? Well, that remains to be seen. I hope we can. So, let's go to the offseason and find out. We could be losing out on some players here. I only have $10 million in cap. I don't know where the cap's gone. Can't sign CeeDee Lamb. I could sign Justin Tucker. I might have to just sign him, honestly. But, yeah. Yikes, this is not looking too hot. Gus Edwards, Chuck Clark. Yeah, we're a bit, we might be losing, we might be a little bit in a tough spot here. Especially since we don't have a lot of money. So this is not good. This is not good indeed. We're gonna have to make a trade, I guess, theoretically. But let's see, let's see what's going on here. Because I don't know what our salaries are. Who's making a lot of money on the squad? I'm kind of curious. Mark Andrews, obviously. Oh my gosh. Stanley, Humphrey. Who else made a lot of money? I mean, I guess Lamar Jackson's making $267 million, which is ridiculous. Wow, he's making $44.3 million. Do I have to trade some of these guys? Potentially. Nick Boyle, we're gonna trade him. I think we're gonna move him. I think we're gonna move. We're gonna move a couple guys here. Yeah. Marquez Golden, we're going to move him. All right, there's some trades you could make. We could shed some salary here. So I re-signed Edwards and Tucker, but I'm now only at 2.3 million, so I can't sign anybody else really. Yeah. So we're gonna have to try to shed some salary cap now. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna probably lose a couple people, but if I can shed some cap, maybe get some draft picks, we can use those in trades to just improve the team that way as well. In our third and final season. But yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. We might be losing a couple guys, but maybe we can try to get some guys in return. All right, I traded away Bowser and Golden for the Jets' third-round pick in 2024. Reason I'm doing that, well, is so that I have a draft pick that I could potentially use to flip in a trade and to clear up some cap space. All right, guys, so we obviously just did not have a lot of money. I didn't really make any big signings. I mean, we picked up KJ Hamler. And then we got Ola Samika, Udo, who fits the scheme but is barely going to play. They both fit the scheme, actually. I'm going to have to make a trade. It's going to be tough, man. We don't have a lot of cap space. Dang. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to make trades. It's really gonna be tough. I mean, hopefully, just improvement from some of the young guys can help the team out. But we definitely took a small step back in this regard a little bit. I feel like we lost a decent amount of good players, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, we just couldn't afford them. So I don't know if I have the ability to make a trade here per se with just draft picks. So I guess we'll just we'll let the CPU draft some auto rookies, and then we'll try to make some trades next season somewhere at some point. If we can fit somebody in that's not expensive. So I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final season. Third and final season, let's just take a look at the roster that we're going to be rocking with here. And it's okay. It's not terrible. I think we could be a little bit better. There's probably some room improvement that we can make, assuming the game will actually load, but it looks like it won't. So, oh, no, there it did. Okay. So we got Mark Andrews. We got Marlon Humphrey still. We got Ronnie Stanley, Lamar Jackson, Justin Tucker, Marcus Williams, Mike Pierce, Jack Conklin, Josh Sweat, Peters, Bateman, Owe, Patrick Ricard still on the squad, Kyle Hamilton, Tyler Linderbaum, Gus Edwards, KJ Hamler, Patrick Queen, Anthony Walker Jr., Eric Flowers, Eli Ricks, our cornerback that we drafted, Gilbert, Tyone we drafted, Travis Jones, Patrick Macari. I mean, there's some decent players on this team, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if this team is it good enough? I mean, it might be. It might be. I mean, I think we can make the playoffs. I really think we should be able to. In terms of our trade improving team, let's see what we got here for the team. I mean, for the most part, the ratings look okay. I mean, maybe we get a right end. I mean, I could pick up Frank Clark. He fits the scheme for one season, but the problem is I don't have money. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to make trades here with this team. So I don't know if it's gonna be possible. I don't think it's gonna be possible, guys. Not at least till the midseason, and if we're desperate, which I don't think we will be. Honestly, I feel like this team should be pretty good, but yeah, we're 290K short. To be able to, we'd have to throw in a player. I mean, Patrick Ricard, do I need him? I could throw him in 2 first rounders and try to get a player. I could maybe do that. That's maybe the only move I do, because I really don't need a fullback. This is the trade I came up with the Buccaneers. So we get Hicks, proves the right end. I get Downs, young receiver, and then we get another running back in White for Ricard and 2 first-round picks. It's an overpay, but it'll work. It'll do. I feel like I don't need a fullback. We're going to run a lot anyway. We get another running back in White, so it should be okay. That's probably the only trade I'm going to make for now. Maybe I'll make one at the midseason point We still have some second rounders, and we did clear up a little bit of money, which is solid. So maybe there's a free agent out there that I can pick up. I mean, that'd be kind of nice for $2 million. If there's anybody out there that's kind of good. Chase Edmonds. Could get him. Could get Eric Rowe for defense. Short safety. Do I even need a short safety? Probably not. But we're going to take him. So there we go. He fits the scheme. I'm done making moves. That's it. That's the squad right there. So hopefully this team is good enough. I'll see you guys in the midseason where if I need to make a move, I'll make a move. Alright guys, well we're sitting at 3-3 right now. Okay, a little tough. Our rankings are a bit down. Defense is still okay. Obviously our offense took a slight hit. Let's take a look at the stats, see what we got going on here. Definitely got to make a move. At least one if I can. Lamar Jackson is not playing that great this season so far. Yeah, 9-5. That's not going to work. That's not going to work, brother. You got to do better than that. Gus Edwards, obviously leading rusher. 3.2 yards per carry is a little low, I feel like. Lamar's been pretty good when he runs. Rashad White hasn't really touched the ball that much. KJ Hamler, Talon Wallace. All right. Receiving, KJ Hamler's my leading receiver. Then Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman, Talon Wallace. Okay, got Gus Edwards as well. All right. Blocking, only allowed 4 sacks. That's pretty good. Patrick is my leading tackler. Then Hamilton. Eric Rowe, who's actually had the 3rd most tackles on the team somehow. And then Walker, Humphrey, okay. And then Dape Owe, 3.5 sacks. Same thing with Michael Pierce. Not that many sacks this year, but we've had 7 interceptions so far. So I feel like our pass defense has definitely been better, which has been good. Justin Tucker, still got him, and then obviously Stout, and then kick return and punt return. So offense is bad. We need to do something. Our passing is near the bottom, 2nd worst. And our rush is not as good as in the past. So, like near the middle, more near the middle. So yeah, we got to improve that in the second half of the season. That's probably why we're 3-3. Defense is for the most part been pretty good. In terms of total yards. And in terms of points, you guys saw it was okay. So let's see if there's a potential move we can make. I don't care what the move is. Probably someone just on offense. And yeah, if I can make a move, I don't even know what it would be, but I just need to figure out something. I mean, how much money do we have for trades? Minus 150. Well, that's not good. So let's see if there's a trade I can make here. First round pick from the Giants for Williams Jr. and Young. Clear a tiny bit of cap space to get another pick. I'm trying to stack up some picks, cap space, and maybe try to make a move here for a decent player. Alright, Macari, 2nd and 3rd round pick to the Commanders for Gibson. So Gibson, just another running back weapon for us. I'm liking that trade there. Alright, Leatherwood and Jones from the Raiders for Badie, Cleveland, and a 2nd round pick. So we get a right guard that fits the scheme a little bit better. And we also get another linebacker in Jones, who not really doesn't fit the scheme, but he's a decent player. We'll take him. He's a little older, but it's fine. 3rd, 4th, and 2 4th-round picks. I couldn't find anybody. I got Niang from the Chiefs. Small little trade to improve the right tackle. I'm done making moves. That's my squad. Hopefully this team can turn it around in the second half of the season, have a good year, and make the postseason, playoffs, whatever you want to call it. So I'll see you guys once I'm there. This team went 8-9. Did not make the playoffs. 8-9. Down season for the Ravens, and it had to be in the last season of the video where we could not make the playoffs. Okay. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, I tried. We you know what? We were just so cap struck in that last season. In this last season that we were kind of stuck. So that's unfortunate. It is what it is. Also, Lamar Jackson had a down season. I mean, he was still okay. Yeah, he had a down year. He had a down year. Let's be real here. Definitely was not as good as the past few seasons. I just didn't throw the ball that much. I mean, Gibson, we tried to just go all out running with him, Jackson, Gus Edwards, White. And I mean, it sort of worked, but not really. Obviously, it didn't work. We didn't make the playoffs. Hamler had 9 TDs, pretty cool. I mean, losing CeeDee Lamb kind of sucked too, because I feel like he would have been pretty solid as well. Another option to target. Bateman, Wallace, Andrews. Okay. Yeah, we lost a lot of dudes. I don't know what that noise was. That was a really weird noise. Blocking, not too bad. Defensively, 141 tackles for McQueen, 104 for Walker Jr., Humphrey 87, Tim Hamilton. With 9 sacks for Owe, 8 for Jones, 7.5 for Sweat, 6 for Pierce. Interceptions, 3 for Queen and Humphrey, Hamilton with 2, Williams with 2, Walker Jr. with 1, Juan Peters, Ricks 1. Kicking, punting, kick return, punt return, you guys can see that. Yeah, our offense took a dip this season. We just were not very good. Did not pass the ball, had worst passing team in the league by far. And second best rush, but we were just so bad in passing that it really didn't matter. I mean, our rush was obviously really good, but not even the best. The Browns had a better rush and they had better passing yards by far, so it is what it is. What are you going to do? But how about defensively? Defensively, top 3 in terms of yards. Second best in terms of points allowed. Steelers were a lot better than us, but when you can't score, it's an issue. So that was unfortunate. It is what it is. I tried to make trades for some offensive guys, but couldn't get the job done. Look at that. Bryce Young wins MVP in his second season. I said the Seahawks win the Super Bowl. I did say that. So I wonder if that prediction will hold true. Philip Jones is the coach of the year. Are they in the playoffs? The Seahawks? I assume they are. Well, we'll find out. We'll look at the playoff bracket. But yeah, kind of an unfortunate way to end the season for us. But we'll just submit the offseason, see who wins the Super Bowl, and then close out the video. Super Bowl, and they beat the Patriots. Okay. So there you go. DeMarcus Lawrence is Super Bowl MVP. As you guys can see, the offensive, defensive player of the year, rookies of the year, George Rose from the Vikings, and Luke Jackson from the Cardinals. Auto-generated rookies. And I guess with that being said, let's go to the full screen close of the video. Oh, got to the playoffs twice. Felt like we choked in our second season a little bit. It is what it is. It happens. And in this past season, we kind of just had a down year. Worst time to have a down year on our third and final season. But what are you going to do? Well, I guess if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it and subscribe. Let me know in the comments for some more videos. Social subscription to play us down below for other Madden NFL 23 franchise rebuilding content. Check out my channel if you content me TJP. And I don't remember what team is next. Let me double check. I'm going to double check right now for you. But it's going to be an NFC team. And it will most likely be the Commanders, it looks like. Could be them. Actually, no. That's wrong. Not the Commanders. It's going to be the Seahawks, actually. Yeah, because it's them and then either the Commanders or the Falcons. Because they were all 7-10. But we're going to go with the Seahawks since they finished last in their conference. So, in the NFC West. Division, conference, fun stuff. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to head on out. Take care. Have a good night. See you soon. Peace.